back to the Thinking Watermill Society. My name is Maria Angela, and today we have a Ugandan fashion designer and brand owner called Daniel. Please introduce yourself and tell us about your fashion brand.
Thank you, Angela Maria. Well, I'm Ssenyonjo Daniel and I'm Ugandan, and I'm a brand owner called Ansville, and this deals with a wide range of men's fashion, bespoke suits, uh, with a wide range of designs that you could think of, as Angel will show you in the picture later on. We also handle women wear. They're still undersuits, ankaras, and kaftans that one would actually clad on and bring out the best in them, the fashion industry. Basically, what we do, we style, come up with designs, and we have very good tailors that bring your bespoke to your best and suits you.
I think that's really amazing, and it's glad to see a young man such as yourself, breaking through in the fashion industry. So with that, I would like to ask you, does Ansville, focus on sustainable fashion? And if you do, what does sustainable fashion mean to your brand?
Sustainable fashion is just uh, working towards a greater ecological protection, where we are looking at protecting the environment with fashion. This can be seen by using organic fabric or natural fabric, other than the industrial chemical made fabric that can easily affect the ecology and later affect the environment through causing various effects like global warming, etc.
Yeah.
But also, when you look at it, ethical fashion, can I go into that? Or
Yeah, you can.
yeah, when you look at the ethical fashion bit on it, it also deals with uh, encouraging people through the chain link, right from the designer to the tailors to the end product users. So this enables us to correlate together, that each person in the chain link is able to understand what they are using, how they are able to use it, so that they protect the environment.
I think that's really amazing, especially when you touched on pollution. And we know that the fast fashion industry, produces 60% of synthetic materials. So I would like to know what kind of materials
Yes.
do you use in your, creation of your bespoke suits.
Basically, here we use the natural materials, that is the cotton and bamboo. Unlike other fabric, that is spandex and polyester, that are synthetic, and when you look at them, they are not recyclable. They easily affect the environment. So as Ansville, the brand, the clothing line, we decide to ensure that we pick our clothing from natural fiber, that is cotton and bamboo, as you saw in some pics we shared.
Yeah. So in the fashion industry, there is, majority of women who participate from designing to also, sewing the clothes. So that's approximately, I think, 80%. And in this respect, do you work with women, and how do you ensure that generally all the people that you work and collaborate with are, treated ethically and you share the profits well?
The virtues that we look at, basically, I'll put it under an umbrella called social inclusion, where we see that most of our tailors are local people, basically local people around, such that they come from down from villages, but we bring them up, use them here to tailor so the clothes. Some are used as models to market the clothes. So we realize that everyone in the chain, especially women, women are underlooked at. But as a brand of Ansville, we tend to put them on map such that they also feel they're part of the game, they're part of the fashion industry, they're part of promoting ethical fashion, the part of promoting the sustainable and ethical fashion by giving them to contribute to it. As you've said, the sewing, we also allow them to model and market their clothes. Some are marketeers. Some actually work in the shops themselves, and in such a way, you realize that they have increased their income from one-fold to three-fold, and as a result, they're able to increase their standard of living, take their children to better schools, and get good education. In such a way, you realize that as ethical fashion, everyone is benefiting. We are sharing the profits, right from the designer through the tailors, through the models, through the marketeers, and through to the end product person, because they take on the brand. They all carry the brand on. So as a result, we do not want to cheat anybody to ensure that the necessary profits and the percentage are shared.
I think
Yes.
that's really great, especially, ensuring that every person in your, the chain of your product is actually represented. So I think that's very, admirable of your brand. Just to finish this up, I would like to ask you your final thoughts on sustainable fashion, especially in Uganda, and how you think your fashion brand can impact the fashion industry.
Um, I would love to encourage my fellow stylists and designers, including also the brand owners, that let's stick to using natural fabric, that is cotton and bamboo, and let's try to deviate away from the synthetic, since you know very well they affect and pollute the environment because they emit carbon. So I would love to encourage them to stick to natural fiber, and also ensure that there is social inclusion. Two, there is environmental waste reduction. Actually, I would put it this way: through four things. How I would, as the last thoughts of it. One, social inclusion, that I elaborated earlier on, where we said we include a lot of tailors. There are very many. How should I put it so that I can be polite? Very many underprivileged people that are there, but they have the skill once they're touched, once their hands are held and uh, enabled to step up. They're really good in the industry. That is what I would put under the umbrella of social inclusion. Two, how we can be able to carry on the sustainable and ethical fashion is through environmental waste reduction,
Yeah.
where I encourage people to use natural synthetic fiber other than rather natural fiber other than synthetic fiber. And the natural is cotton and bamboo. Just like at Annsville, which we use, we always desist from polyester since it's synthetic and has a very bad impact to the environment. But also, I'd love to encourage, but those who have caught the line of synthetic fiber, I'd love to encourage them not to throw away the things. Let them recycle them. We can recycle buttons, we can recycle cut-offs, we can recycle laces, we can recycle a lot of things. Let us at least try to recycle those things that are recyclable so that we do not entirely put 100% of this synthetic fiber back to the environment, since it will pollute it. Three, we look at also outreach training. This is how we can still encourage people, this is how we can see sustainable and ethical fashion going ahead in Uganda and Africa and the world at large, whereby we reach out to people and train them through these skills that are in the fashion, that is tailoring, designing, modeling, marketing, etc. That is what we call outreach training schemes. Then lastly, we have apprenticeship program, whereby very many people that have gone to school, they're literates, but they do not have the opportunity to work in the white collar industry, or the jobs to get the white collar industry, rather jobs as they call them. You know that to be an apprentice is just to somebody of high skill coming down to learn something of lower skill. So this is how we can be able to tone down So, and as a result, you can see that the fashion being sustained and respecting its ethics.
Mhm.
Those are my favorite points on this.
I think that was very insightful, especially on the apprenticeship, because I know that's one thing that we also do in Kenya, especially like for you to be a fashion designer or, a brand owner, you start from, learning from another. So I think that's one of the major things that we do here. Also, recycling cut-offs, stuffing them, using them as pillow stuffing, and, also taking them back and using them in other designs. So I think that's really great. And, I really look forward to seeing, the future of Ansville as we go forward. And yeah, thank you so much for taking part in the interview. Um,
Speaking of that,
yeah.
still on our printers here. Um, I, for one, I'm a medic. By profession, I'm a medic. But I love designs. That's why initially I told you that I forgot maybe in my introduction that I just love looking smart, looking nice. I love coming up with new designs, just like the way you saw in some of the images I shared earlier. That so in a way I moved, said, why not? Why don't I make this legal? Why don't I make a brand for this fashion and design? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's also very important to do what you enjoy and what you have a passion for rather than, slaving every day and not doing what you enjoy. So, like you're doing something that you enjoy and also contributing to the change of, society and the environment. So I think that's also very admirable on your part. So yeah, thank you so much. Once again, everyone, this is Danielle, brand owner and designer at Ansville in Uganda. Thank you so much for attending the interview, and I would like to close it here. Have a great day.